for someone who's blind or partially sighted? What would that include in a circus setting?
Well, one of the first ways in the first circus piece that I worked on, we used what we called enhanced narration. So we worked with folks from the blind and partially sighted community and allowed them to experience the piece and also touch our bodies as we move through the motions and really feel the movements. And then they wrote narration for us in the way they experienced it. And somebody would read this out as we moved through the piece so that there was this narration of a different form of movement as they understood it and experienced the piece. And sometimes it's more so just feeling the emotions and what they experienced and sharing that poetically. And other times it's much more descriptive of a certain movement and what that looked or felt like. So yeah, there's a lot of different styles of doing narration that can add to a piece that way. There's also things like touch tours, which before a show, we would bring folks through and they can touch our costume, touch our bodies as we do certain movements, feel our apparatuses that we're using, and really get to understand in a tactile way what we look like and feel like when we do these movements, and also what our voices sound like. If they're hearing our voices throughout the show, they understand what that each character sounds like, and just get a better understanding of the layout of space as well, so that then when they're experiencing the show, they're able to better visualize that in a way or understand it in a different sense in the space. And those touch tours actually originated in the neurodivergent community originally, as another way to help just before the show understand better what's going to happen, and give people a little more time to get used to the setting and the world and the people that they're going to encounter in this piece.
Wow, that's such a rich way of working. Yeah.
Yeah, I found it's really expanded my creativity and way of thinking when I layer in some of these different layers to a piece that I'm creating. Is how can I expand on this and allow more ways for people to experience art? And it also allows or encourages me to think more deeply and intensely about the art that I'm creating. And yeah, it's I think has made for richer art in the end.
This is Lynn Fraser. Join us for the 2024 Radical Recovery Summit, January 12th to 21st. RadicalRecoverySummit.com.